Thanks. Paying for college is on the minds of plenty of parents and students right now. After all, the new federal forms for financial aid just came out last week. But what families might not realize is that there are some big changes inside those forms. You just have to know what to look for. WCNC Charlotte's Sarah French is asking, where's the money?
The dreaded FAFSA form has haunted many parents' dreams over the years.
It's just too long and complicated.
Chris Wills at College Inside Track couldn't agree more. He says the federal government is making a lot of big changes to financial aid. Here are the 4 changes that will affect families the most. Number 1, the application is getting smaller and easier to fill out.
So it's going from just over 100 questions to now under 40.
That should save parents and students a lot of time and stress and should hopefully encourage more families to apply.
By making it much easier to complete and more accessible, more lower-income families will fill it out and thus then reap the benefits.
Change number 2, new requirements for divorce families. Under the old rules, the parent that the child lives with the most is the one who fills out the FAFSA form. But under the new rule, the parent who pays the most has to do it.
The government is trying to maybe close a loophole there.
Will says the loophole is that a child could live with a parent who earns less than $30,000, but have a parent who pays child support and earns more than $150,000. Under the old system, that more wealthy parent wouldn't have to disclose their income. Now they do. Change number 3, fewer penalties for college savings accounts. If you have a grandparent or an aunt or uncle who puts money in a child's college savings account, you no longer have to report that money on your FAFSA form.
The way the financial aid formula worked is that the student actually got, in some ways, penalized for that contribution because it reduced their ability to qualify for financial aid.
Now it doesn't. But Will says any money that is saved by the parents, however, still has to be reported, which brings us to change number 4. Parents who have multiple kids in college at the same time will no longer get a bonus on their financial aid.
You used to get a break for that, and now you don't.
Yeah, so not all the changes are good that Sarah was talking about, but it is important to keep in mind that these changes are not going to go into effect until 2024. So you do have time to make some of these adjustments, but just don't wait too long. When you apply for financial aid, the government really takes a close look at the last 2 tax returns to see if you qualify. So make sure everything's buttoned up. Good idea to file early, too.